This right here is $5,000. $5,000 can't really even cover 2 months of expenses, let alone 2 months of rent. Nowadays, rent's $2,000, $500 utility. Max, this is gonna last you 2 months. What you don't understand is you having $5,000, you flexing this money, you have it in your hand. That doesn't mean anything. This money is nothing. It's gonna go by like this. So you thinking that you're up having $5,000, doesn't matter if you're 16, 20, 30, 40 years old, $5,000 goes by like this. Instead of spending this money on superficial, stupid things that don't do anything for you, that are materialistic, that do nothing but impress the people around you, why don't you invest this money? Invest this money in something that's gonna multiply 5, 10, 15 times. And you might be asking this question, how do you multiply this money? In this video, I'm gonna tell you a couple ways how you can multiply it, but first, I need you to get your mindset right. This money is nothing. It's nothing. It's just a piece of paper. It's to get you by month. If you're gonna be honest with yourself, let's say you have a roommate, right? You're not paying the full rent by yourself. You're paying at least $1,000 a month. You got the car, $300 note, $200 insurance. You got the light bill. You got food. You got all of these types of expenses. This is gonna cost you at least $2,000, $3,000 a month. So you flexing this $5,000 wad of cash does absolutely nothing for you. Grow the fuck up. You need to realize what's in front of you right now. And especially if you're in America, then you have the biggest opportunity in front of you ever. People wish to be in your fucking position. People wish to have what you have. That's what you don't realize. Get in that correct mindset. It doesn't matter how old you are watching this video. Could be 10, 20, 15, 30, 80, 60 years old. Be grateful for what you have. I'm 20 years old. I produce $50,000 a month in monthly residual income from my short-term rental Airbnb business. I started this business 2 years ago. How did I get from $2,000 a month to $50,000 a month in revenue? Is because I got my mindset right. I understood that $5,000, $2,000, $10,000 is not shit. It's nothing. You need to know where to put it in the right place. You're not just you stacking this money, keeping it in your pocket and flexing to people. What the fuck are the people gonna do for you when they look at what you have? Nothing. Who are you trying to impress? You shouldn't be trying to impress anybody. You should be trying to build your life up, not impress and fool the people around you. Because what you're doing right now, you posting on Instagram. Instagram is one of the most superficial, fake fucking websites ever that you can post photos. You thinking that you're behind because someone else is posting all their money. Someone else is posting all the objects and things that they've got, the things that they have financed that they don't even own. And you thinking you're behind, but realistically, the one posting this stuff, the one posting the money, really has no money in the bank. And the money that they have in their hand is the only money they have. The first thing I'm going to teach you, even if you have money, leverage your credit. Learn how to leverage your credit. In America and in many other countries, credit is king, and credit is what gets you off of your feet. If you want to be able to start the business, most people do not have funds. And a lot of you in some previous videos say, oh, the banks want you to go in debt. You know, you're going to be in debt and you're going to have to pay interest. Yeah, you will if you used your credit in the wrong way. But if you pull out credit, if you pull out 0 APR business lines of credit, you have 12, 15, 24 months to pay that money back, and you put it in the right places, then you're going to be able to 10 times, 15 times that money within years. The banks and credit, you can either use it to your advantage or use it to your disadvantage. And most people in America, most people in the world use that shit to their disadvantage. That's why they end up in debt, and there's an American debt crisis because people don't know how to manage their money. By the way, follow me on Instagram at John Aziz for a lot of fucking tips. Every single day I'm posting something. But back to the video. Guys, excuse me for my profanity. I don't mean to cuss as much. I'm trying to stop that right now. Also, you guys commenting, oh, he's just not wearing a shirt. Can you afford a shirt with all that money in your hand? Yes, I can afford a shirt, but I choose not to wear a short because I show you what I'm capable of. I show you the consistency. The muscles in the body that I built is from consistency. It's from having that mindset. In the beginning of the video, I told you building that mindset, having the correct mindset. If you don't have the correct mindset going into the gym, if you don't have the correct mindset going into business, if you don't have the correct mindset going into religion, you're not going to make progress. And that's just the reality of life. You need to have a good mindset going into things, or else you're going to fail. You're setting yourself up for failure if your mind is not correct. If everything's correct, if your money's correct, if your credit's correct, and every single thing in your life is correct, and your mindset is wrong, you will lose everything that you have. And if you don't have God by your side, you will lose everything that you have. Or you might not lose it, but you're gonna feel empty having it. And listen, let me calm myself down a little bit, because I tell myself and I get into these tangents and I start yelling a little bit, which I'm probably gonna yell again in the videos, but that's just how I am. I speak passionately because I care about you. You behind the screen right now. You watching this video, you need to understand the opportunity that you have in front of your face from what I'm gonna teach you and what other people can teach you through this device that you're holding in your hand. You're blessed right now. You have Wi-Fi, you have a phone, you have a tablet. You're able to actually scope the internet. You have what they call is a damn supercomputer on your phone, and you're not using it. You can make so much money and you are not using it. Whose problem is that? That's your problem. That is your problem. You are wasting your potential. A lot of people wish to be in your position. A lot of people from across the world. You guys ask most people from third world countries. I'm not saying any country except America. Third world countries where they have unfortunate economies, they would wish to be in America. They would wish to be in a stabilized economy and have the opportunity that you have. But unfortunately, you don't understand what you have and you take it for granted every single day, and you're not gonna understand until you're at rock bottom and you don't have shit. How I would turn this $5,000 into $50,000 a month. Well, look, what I do, you know, just like I said, I'm 20 years old. I started my business 2 years ago. I find a property that's for rent on the market. I call the landlord and I give them my pitch. After I give them my pitch and they say, you're a go, you can run Airbnb in this property, I'm gonna sign that lease. After I sign that lease, you know, either I give them their first month's rent, or if I negotiate terms, then I give them the rent later on. After I do that and I sign the lease, now I'm gonna furnish the property, you know, with a business line of credit. That's why I'm telling you, credit is so important. Even if you have cash, I suggest that you use your credit. Not only, you know, use other people's money, but once you use credit, let's say you use a 0 APR credit card. That means, let's say a bank gives you a $15,000, $10,000 loan. Let's say give you a $10,000 loan for 12 months. You can use the entire $10,000 and have 12 months to pay it back with 0% interest, 0% interest. And a lot of you might say, oh, I don't want to take that risk. I don't want to take that risk. There's a difference between risks and calculated risk. Risk is where you just blindly go into a deal, blindly go, let's say for this specific thing. You go, you find a property, you don't negotiate the rent, you don't know how much it's gonna bring in annually, you don't know what the monthly expenses are, and you just sign that lease. That's a risk. A calculated risk is finding a property, negotiating the rent, knowing exactly how much money is gonna come in. For example, if I know $4,000 is gonna come in and $2,500 is going to be expenses every month, that means I'm going to profit $1,500 a month. And if I get a $10,000 loan, then I'm going to pay that back probably within 7 to 8 months. So that's a calculated risk, and that's a good way so you can leverage the bank using their money without having to pay them interest. Guys, understand calculated risk versus risk itself. There is a big difference, and there's a lot of people that are still gonna comment on this video and say some dumbass stuff about if you use the bank's money, then you're gonna be in debt. Yes, just like I said in the beginning of the video, if you're an idiot and you don't have to leverage credit, if you don't know how to use credit correctly, then you will lose your money, then you will have to pay interest, then you will be in debt. Just like the 90, 80, 70, 50% of all Americans. There is American debt crisis. People are not able to pay their debt. A lot of people DM me on Instagram. This is my Instagram. A lot of people DM me say, actually, I just got this guy that DM me, said he's $100,000 in debt. You know, $40,000 or $60,000 of it is credit card debt. Credit card debt. How do you get yourself in that position? A lot of people get themselves in that position because you get this limit and you don't know how to manage money correctly, so you just think you can spend it and worry about it later. No, 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 no. If you get a credit card, you need to use it to your advantage. You don't use it for desperate times. Use it to your advantage in times of success, times where you can start going automate Airbnb business. Back to me saying how I can turn this $5,000 into $50,000 a month in residual income, right? I'd use this $5,000, just like I said. You'd find this property. Let's say this property costs $5,000 to set up. You can either use your cash, right? Or you can use credit, and I recommend you use credit. But if you can't use credit, start building your credit to the point where you can use credit, and then use your cash in the meantime. Let's say this property costs $5,000 to set up, and this property makes you $2,000 a month in profit. 2 times 12 is $24,000. $24,000 a year in profit. You know what you can do with $24,000 a year in profit? Let's say each property costs you $5,000 to set up. And if you find a good deal, let's say you find a batch of 5 units, right? 5 different properties. Each costs $5,000 to set up. At the end of the year, once you have that $25,000 in profit, because I rounded up, now you can set up 5 different units. Let's say you found another 5 different units that produce $2,000 a month in profit. Now you have 6 properties producing $2,000 a month in profit. You know what that means? That means now you're making $12,000 a month in profit. times that by 12, you're making $144,000 a year in profit. This is what this business model can really do for you by leveraging other people's property. And a lot of you say, why would the owner let you do that? Because you're solving the problems. You're solving, this is what the owner looks for. They're looking for a tenant that's going to take care of their property. They're looking for a tenant that's going to continuously re-sign the lease every single year. They're looking for a tenant that's going to pay that rent every single month consistently. You check all boxes. You being in this business model, you literally check all boxes. That is the good thing about this business model. A lot of you say, oh, why would the landlord let you do that? Why doesn't he just do it yourself? How are they going to do it himself? If he doesn't have the time to do it himself, he doesn't have the knowledge to do it himself, how is he going to do it himself? Me personally, at 18, I invested $4,000 into a mentorship. That's how I learned about it. I invested almost the last of my money into me expanding my knowledge. A lot of you are scared to invest your money into knowledge. Just like let's say you go to school. You went to school for 4 years. You spent $100,000 on tuition, and most of that is debt. And you leave, and now you're making $50,000 a year, or you hope to make $50,000 a year, because that's what college promises you. They promise you a job, but most people aren't gonna get a job when they leave college because they don't get any internships when they're inside of college, and they just fuck around and have fun. Now they leave, now they're in stuck position, now they have to pay this loan back, but they don't have a job and they don't have income to pay the loan back. So you're telling me they're afraid to invest $2,000, $4,000, $10,000 into a mentorship, but you're happy to pay $25,000 a year to go into debt in college, to drink, do coke, do whatever it is constantly, and end up in a position worse than you would do if you just were not inside college. And this is not me discrediting being inside of college. This is me telling you the hard truth. This is the hard truth that I'm telling you right now. You need to invest into yourself. Learn a high income skill. You going to college is not going to be a high income skill unless you go into college for being a lawyer, being a dentist, being a doctor, being an engineer, being an IT, one of these high paying jobs. And even if you do that, you're going to be in there for years and you're going to spend a lot of money on tuition. But at least this money is going to be able to be paid back, because when you leave college, you're going to have a high paying job. So what I'm saying is, invest into yourself, invest into your health, invest into your knowledge, even if you have to pay someone to teach you, but pay the right person to teach you. A lot of people on the internet don't know what they're talking about. A lot of people, there's a lot of gurus that let sell courses and sell mentorships, but they never been inside the business. Learn from other people that have done it before. For example, I have a mentorship. I don't push it on people because I make money from my business. The people that push, and all they talk about is their mentorship are the people that don't actually do it, that make all of their money from the mentorship. So learn how to vet out these people, and you don't have to go with me. And I'm gonna offer you, I have a $20 crash course. It's basically free, link in bio. But the thing is, I don't need your money, so I don't need you to buy it. It's for your own benefit. I don't need you to go into this business model. All I want you to do from this video is open your eyes, and I just wanted to show you how you can turn this $5,000 into $50,000 a month in monthly residual income. But here's the thing, if you make this money, you keep reinvesting into your business, that's the only way that you're going to grow. If you make some money, you get complacent, you get 1-2 units, you're gonna be making a decent amount of money, but you're gonna be complacent. You're not gonna keep making more money because you're gonna be in a stuck position, you're gonna be satisfied. The key to growth, the key to climbing that 1% is never being satisfied. Me making $50,000 a month in monthly residual income right now, am I satisfied? Hell no. I'm going to keep climbing to new heights. I'm going to keep climbing that ladder. I'm going to keep trying new things. I record these YouTube videos. I like to try new things. I coach people. I like to try new things. I start new businesses. I like to try new things. I will never remain complacent until I die and I'm 6 feet under the ground. I do not give a shit. I realize the position I'm in. My dad came from a native country. My dad came from Egypt and he came to the USA. I would be an idiot. I would be an absolute idiot not to take that opportunity, to my advantage and absorb it, and to make as much money as I possibly can, to go to the gym as much as I possibly can, to build my body as much as I possibly can, to expand my knowledge on religion as much as I possibly can. Alhamdulillah for everything and anything. Guys, understand the position that you're in. I need you to understand the position that you're in. Not everything is about money. You need to be happy, but money is a tool to get you what you want. Money is a tool to get you financial freedom. Money is a tool to open the doors for new opportunities. But when opportunity is presented, you need to take that shit. Opportunity is presented, you need to take it, or it's gonna go to the next person right after you. So what I need you to walk away from this video is to have a knowledge of the opportunity that you're presented with, to understand what you take for granted on a day-to-day basis, to understand what God has provided to you. If you're not praying at least once a day, what is wrong with you? You can't pray to the person and the thing that created you, created everything. You have a roof over your head, you have this phone in your hand, you have this computer that you're watching me on, and you're telling me you're ungrateful and you can't pray for it, and you're complaining and you're looking at what other people have. Look at what you have. Be blessed for what you have. There's a million people, there's a billion people that wish to be in your fucking position. With that being said, I'm sorry for going on a tangent. That's just what I do, right? Be grateful, pray to God. If you want to learn more about my business, just like I said, $20 crash course is basically free. Link in the description below. I don't benefit off of it, right? I make a bunch of money. That $20 to benefit you. If you want to keep up with me, follow my Instagram, DM me anything that you want. Don't ask me stupid questions. You know, I'm gonna help you whatever you're going through. Just don't ask me stupid questions, obvious questions that you can ask online. Leave a like, leave a comment, something that you are grateful for in the description below. Tell me one thing that you're grateful for. If you can't tell me one thing that you're grateful for, then you're an ungrateful ass person. I don't even want you on my channel. That being said, like, sub, crash course, link in bio below if you want to learn a little bit more about the business and the basics. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting me, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Pray to God.